Alright, so in today's video we're going to talk about a concept that I've always found a lot trickier than I feel like it should be, and that is the concept of inner motion. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever felt like adding inner motion to your playing is kind of tricky, or you just don't even know where to get started? That is what I want to address in today's video. But I do need to remind you as you watch this that this is actually part of the entirely new modern improvisational methodology that I've put together for a brand new course that I am so excited about. I genuinely think that this course is going to completely revolutionize the way you look at modern improvised music. It's going to give you a brand new method that you can use and replicate essentially for the rest of your life to become a highly advanced and unique improviser. In fact, I'm just jumping in here really quick to say that one lucky person from the waitlist is going to be randomly chosen to get completely free course entry. And in addition to that, for every single YouTube video where you leave a thoughtful comment leading up to the official course release, I will be giving you an extra entry into that randomly chosen free course entry giveaway. Of course, make sure you check out the description for the full giveaway guidelines, and I just want to remind everyone that YouTube is not affiliated with this giveaway in any way. I can't say any more than that for now, but I will be revealing a lot more details soon, so make sure you click the link in the description and sign up for the waitlist for this course. I absolutely cannot wait to share it with you. Now, let's talk about inner motion. I want to talk about this using just a really simple progression here, something you might have heard of called the 2-5-1. So it is going to be a 2-5-1 in E flat. So F minor to B flat 7 to E flat major. Now I'm going to assume you already know the basics of a 2-5-1 and even putting together some voicings. So this is about not the voicings themselves or what a 2-5-1 is, but actually applying the inner motion techniques. But I'll show you really quick some of the voicings I'm doing here. Let's keep it simple here, a nice open voicing actually. 1, flat 7, flat 3, 5, 9. And then for the B flat 7, let's just do actually B flat 13. 1, flat 7, 9, 3, 13. And then for the E flat major, we can do 1, 5, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay. Now, the first thing I realized about inner motion is that it's actually way simpler than it seems. And also, we don't always have to call it inner motion. We can just start thinking of it as motion. So number one, can we just add some rhythm to what we're already doing? I can't tell you how many students have come to me and said, hey, my solo piano playing feels kind of stagnant and stale. And they start playing a song and they're like, and of course, some of them are beautiful voicings, but just playing them all as blocks is a little bit boring. And there's some changes we can make that would very easily make this more interesting. So first of all, can you just take the notes of your voicing, put down the pedal, and actually start moving them around? I like to say move them as eighth notes. So we could do ascending, then descending, but that still sounds a little bit patternistic, so instead let's change it up a bit. Now here's a pro tip that's really going to help you out. I like to hold down my top pinky, and that's the melody, and I like to hold down my bottom pinky, and that's our bass note. And so then we get inner motion, right? It's motion in between the bass and the melody, essentially. If you're getting a lot out of this video, be sure to hit the like button. It really helps myself and the channel out. And also, again, just a reminder, sign up for the waitlist. If you're learning anything in this video, then I can guarantee you will learn about 20 times more in the course itself. I will reveal more to you about that later. Click that link and sign up for the waitlist. Now, of course, this is all well and good, but here is the thing that really changed everything for me. And it's something you might have heard me talk about before, but I want to just show you the power of it here. This is going to be diatonic inner motion. So one thing that I learned from Bill Evans was this concept. So I would hear him play a voicing and then hear him do something like that. What am I doing? Guess what? It is so simple, even though it sounds really beautiful. So my inner voices are essentially just taking this little F minor 7 triad here. It's really an A flat major triad, right? But we've got an F minor flat 7, flat 3, 5, and then I'm just moving it up the F Dorian scale. So here's our F Dorian scale. Each note in this triad moves to the next note in the F Dorian scale. And if you can actually do that while you're playing, it doesn't even have to be that fast. And suddenly you get these beautiful movements. It doesn't have to be just inner motion, right? It could also be melodic harmonization. So just with that one concept, the concept of taking even just a third interval or a simple triad and moving the triad related to our chord diatonically inside, right? And just doing that already creates this gorgeous inner motion and sounds so professional. So I'm hoping that understanding that concept just demystified some of this inner motion stuff that seems so complicated. The other tip I'll give you is that sometimes it is kind of as simple as just playing a little melody in the middle, and maybe the melody changes a little bit the chord, creates a little dissonance, and then brings it back. So that's one you'll hear quite often. Things like that. So we do the sharp 5 and then resolve. And it's great if you do like a little octave and resolve to the chord. So that's actually quite literally just playing a little melody in between the actual top melody and bass note of the song. All right, so I hope that you learned a lot in this video. I hope that that was helpful, and I hope that, you know, that little understanding of the diatonic motion and also just the rhythmic motion was as illuminating and demystifying for you as it was for me. I feel like as soon as I understood that, I suddenly was able to sit down and play a standard and have it sound so much more professional and interesting. Now, if you found this approach useful and helpful in any way, I am pretty darn certain that you're going to absolutely love this new course that I am working on. Up until I made this, my Jazz Piano Secrets course was the thing that I had worked hardest on in my life. Well, this is taking the cake. I've been working on these methods for several years now, and literally I have had the course outline in development for years. So I am so beyond excited to share it with you. If you're interested in learning more, make sure you are on the wait list. It's already starting to get pretty large, and I'm very honored and happy to be able to say that. So please make sure that you are on that wait list, and you will be one of the first people to know more. All right, if you're new here, click subscribe if you don't want to miss any more really important lessons just like this. Hit that like button if this was helpful, and thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.